Hey traders, Nick here, doing some homework after hours. So we did homework before hours and now after hours. Today is the 26th of April. The group, we did a live charting session an hour before the open today. Join us in the next one. How will you find out? Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell that says notify me. We're doing it a couple of times a week in order to, I've ignored this channel for a bit, so now I'm reconnecting with it and serving it like I was about a video a day, but that's even above and beyond doing a live charting. And yes, I am sharing a picture for once in a while. And so this is earnings season. It's getting exciting. After hours, Facebook stock Meta is spiking, same as Microsoft did yesterday. So this is an important section of time because of what Amazon can do this week, I believe tomorrow night, so Friday morning. And next week we have Apple and we also have Powell. So this is critical time to pass through this rough and be able to continue on. And this might represent exactly what's going on in the market right now. We're looking at Boeing. They already reported earnings, whatever, blah, 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 blah. The fundamentals are all the same. Boeing does not have a sales problem, and it's stuck in a rut, right? It has a high, it has a low, but it has been for a while. See this white box? We've been trading it for months. Every time somebody asks me, what do you want to do? Sell an iron condor. It's stuck in rut. But today in the live room, we do this all day, every day for about 9 hours a day. So we are meeting for as long as the market is open. So if you get bored during the day, pop in, become a member. So it's stuck in the sideways move. But when stocks do this, at some point they'll say, we're out of here, and they go to high heaven, or they crash. In this case, I can argue both points, and let me explain. See the big W that's red? It's overdue for a dip towards 175, but it refuses to drop below 190. So the two outcomes are, you can draw a box around the highs and the lows for the last couple months, 3-4 months. The minute one side breaches, it goes in that direction and it overshoots. For example, if they finally lose 180, 191, 192, they will come down to 175. It's almost a shoo-in. And they will bounce there. What happens there is another conversation. So you have support below and resistance above. The first resistance is at 219 and the second one is 222, rounding. If they take out 222, let's round up to 223 because of this guy. Oh, let's round out to that guy. I think this guy would be enough. Inverse head and shoulder-ish bullish pattern that will overshoot to, 250, 260. That doesn't mean you go out and buy shares or short shares or whatever. You have to be mindful of this. A rally from here to here has been consolidating for months. The minute they break out of this consolidation, they will overshoot for about the same distance. So let's do an air math here, 180 to, 200. So $20. So 240, 245 will be doable. Worst case scenario, they dip a little bit lower, you get long. So my plan of action, you see I have an alert here to buy the dip. And then I have an alert here to say progress and it's going. I'm not one to chase rips. I would rather buy the dip for a rebound to be long on the dip. So immediate action, none necessary. They just reported, I believe, hopefully. Yes. So that is out of the way. So now if somebody wants to buy shares, they can, but I wouldn't go all in on anything because the markets are teetering. So whatever happens to the markets is going to happen to Boeing. In other words, Boeing cannot rally all by itself. That is my opinion. Actually, very few stocks can, at least not for too long. So bearish setup, maybe. Or if you ignore this whole dip, you would say they were supposed to just have a swoon, and now they're coming back to it. There are a lot of sellers above and a lot of buyers below. So they're stuck. So it's still a candidate for an iron condor as long as you recognize the risk of either side blowing up on you. Energy is getting tighter and tighter. Let's go to the 30-minute. Maybe we'll have some clues. All right, so a harsh seller at 212. You can see it right there. And a bunch of buyers scattered below. It's a tough fight. And in such a tough fight, the best thing is to take no sides and to sell iron condors. If you don't know what that is, join the group. It's basically taking risk above and below. I sell risk to somebody who's super hopeful, and I sell risk to somebody who's super scared, and hopefully they're both wrong, and I win on both ends. So that's the Iron Condor spirit, range-bound trade. All right. So if you like this video, hit it a like. If you hate it, hit it a hate. Is there a hate button on YouTube? Maybe there is. Anyway, don't do that. Well, you can, but don't do it. But don't.